Okay, awesome. All right, so what you're looking at is we asked, the jurisdictions, and we'd say, hey, give us your data of what you thought were the current businesses. Which businesses did you think were the active ones where you would send an invoice to? Like, these are your good businesses. And we also asked for the commercial and residential addresses. And then what we did was we took that data from the jurisdiction and we hit it against a bunch of outside data. So let's go back to Andy's Tacos as an example. If Andy's Tacos was operating in this jurisdiction that I'm showing you here, but I wasn't compliant and I wasn't showing, I wasn't registered, I wasn't paying my taxes, I wasn't filing for my business personal property, didn't have a business license, those kinds of things, it wouldn't be in the jurisdiction's data. And we would be looking for all these kinds of things where if you searched Andy's Tacos in this jurisdiction in, for instance, Google, it would pop up with hours of operation. Review websites would have all kinds of reviews. Well, Andy's Tacos has these reviews on these different websites, and they're all very current. There might be a website for andystacos.com. I might also have a Facebook page or any kind of other things that would have a very strong indication that I have a business, I'm operating it in this jurisdiction, but I'm not on your list, the government, in this case, it's a township's list. And so then what we did is we would put it as a pinpoint on this map. So you're looking at a live Google map. And the jurisdiction in this case, as I scroll in, you can see it's kind of a heat map at first, but then it gets into individual pinpoints. And what you're looking at is this green color is the list of businesses that this jurisdiction thought was there. And in all of the data that we hit it against, and we hit it against a ton of data, we were like, we agree. All of these businesses are there. Those ones you think are there. And we found all of these different things that said, yep, Andy's Tacos is there. Everything is great. And there's a little filter here. So I'll just have it as active. But what if you wanted to know, well, which ones were closed? And what I mean by closed was, what if Andy's Tacos was compliant? But if you were to type in, Andy's Tacos in this jurisdiction in Google, it would say, oh, you know what? It's closed. And what if in all the other things like the review websites, there's not any current reviews and the website is down and there's no Facebook page. And there's a lot of indications that, you know what? Andy's Tacos may actually be closed. Well, we could put that as a pinpoint to look at. So let's add that to the map. So anything in this dark gray will be businesses that we think are closed. But what about businesses that are new? So Andy's Tacos isn't compliant, and I am operating in the jurisdiction, and I have all these indicators that I'm there. My hours, I got closed at 10 p.m. today. I have all these current reviews, et cetera, et cetera. Let's put those as new and put those as pinpoints on a map. And so those will be this light green. But also, what about businesses where the data didn't match up? So it didn't map well. There was an issue. The jurisdiction thinks something. Hey, we think Andy's Tacos. And we're like, yeah, but there's something wrong with the data. You may want to look at it. Let's put that as data review and put those on the map. And now what I'm getting at is, I'm not as interested in when I'm doing canvassing, let's try to get rid of all of the active businesses because those are the ones that the jurisdiction thought were there and we thought were there. And we can let's not look at them right now. Let's only look at the things that we're interested in. And so rather than canvassing and just driving around aimlessly with a spreadsheet and then just going door to door and like, yep, this is here, this is there. Why not just say, let's just look at the ones that we need to really look at. So for instance, and I'm going to go quickly here because of time. Let's look at this closed business. It's in gray. If I were just to click on it, the information on the left pops up for me to do more of an investigation. There's not a lot of links here. There's not a web page. You don't see a web page. You don't see a Facebook page. You don't see a lot of links on the left of the screen, but it did change. The reason why there's not a lot of links is that we think it's closed. We're not finding those things to populate there, which would all be clickable because this is a live Google map, right? And so if I clicked on this Google map here, on Rose Frame Shop, it takes me directly to it so I can continue to do my investigation. Here's the Rose Frame Shop. Google thinks it's closed. And if I zoom in, I can click this little Street View guy, which is super cool. And then I look at right here. And then if I go, this was taken in October of 2023. See the date is there. But if I see more dates and just go back a year, you can see that there was a Rose Frame Shop, but it looks like it's starting to close. And so sometime during COVID, it looks like Rose Frame Shop unfortunately did not make it. But it's pretty interesting, right? So let's